Well, welcome to the farm o' Fancy. This is my backyard, the beautiful Soul Duck River. Hopefully you guys can hear me and all things are working. Elsewise, by the time we make it to the room, you guys are going to be like, what the? Anyways, it's bee season and all the pollinators and lovely guys are out, so lawn doesn't get mowed as often as normal around here. That's why we call it the farm o' Fancy. Little tree my daughter planted here when we first moved in. It's doing very good. Occasional fire pit when it's not too hot to have a fire. Well, hi there, Jasper. What are you doing? Hi, buddy. You out here hanging? Yeah. Watch up. Watch out. Go to it. You gonna stay out here? Oh, you going back to the cabin? Okay. Yeah, go let him out. Go tell her. Piggy's hiding in the shade. Oh, you're not coming with me. No, okay. He thinks he gets to come with us. We'll have to see about that. Oh, lots of stuff we got going on for projects coming up here eventually. That area where we were looking at the river is like a straight cliff that's collapsing on us. Eventually we're going to try to reinforce a little here and there with some of that stuff. How many water pumps I've gone through from our well, bringing water up from our spring, which is way past the cabin. The cabin's where two of my daughters live. And then that's my window up there at the top. This is a huckleberry tree that my grandkids will sit here forever and munch at. And these little red berries here, they're pretty good. Make a delicious additive to desserts. Blueberry trees and garden going, well, I guess we can walk over here really quick. There's a kid area to play in. Oh, gotta take time for the roses. There we go. There is a, oh, look at the babies. Oh, they're so pretty. Want to see our awesome greenhouse? I had pictures on Facebook of this when it first got built by my daughters. The wind around here can be a little unforgiving a couple times a year. Out there we've got where Jada was laid to rest. And then here is our wild and wonderful raised garden beds and container gardens and lots of strawberries. Are you still following, Taz? You can tell everybody hi again. Good job. Woo-hoo. Yeah, I'm going upstairs. You gonna meet me up there? My well-organized, extremely space. No. Anyways, it's a mess. We're working on it, but. Hi, Snowball. What are you doing? Meow. All right. Hate to tell you, but I gotta go. I'm going in. Yeah. All right. Talk to you in a little bit. Come upstairs if you want to hang out. Come on, Shorty. You coming in? I'm surprised you want to come in. It's warm outside. Water help. Here's our newest pup. How you doing, Plucky? You good kid? The newest member. And there's Panda. Hi, Panda. Hey, Choco Boy. Pasha, Pasha. Jasper wants to come in. You gonna be okay, Plucky? Okay. Good girl. Plucky's new, so she's still getting used to everybody, but she is really good. Ooh. Grandma made pizzas. Mm-hmm. Always got something going around here with the flowers. Wonderful job with all of her little babies. She's got. Hello. There you go. Oh. Plucky, be nice. Little pieces of art always coming around. We actually had a really big table. I think I took a picture of it not long ago here. Now we got the nice little desk there. Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
How are you and the grandkids doing?
Having fun, being entertained.
You want to say how those are? Okay. Anyways, yeah, different art pieces. This is the country and western songs that I put out. The threesome and the room to dance. That's all for this lovely couple right here. That's my grandma Nora and Tom. And amazing people. Miss them dearly. Me, my dad, and my brother, the one time we were ever in the same space together. Now Dad's gone, and it's just me and Bro, but Bro lives in Cali. Okay, I gotta watch where I'm walking. Oh, God. Amy's room. She's got a really nice view of the. Sorry, don't be looking at her room. It's a mess. Sorry. See, she's got a great view out back. Okay. Anyways. Look, pizza. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Where's the light? Ah. There we go. My room. Woo-hoo. One of my favorite shirts. Yay. Let's see here. All right. Now my, yeah, well, anyways. So, I have no clue what I'm doing here. This was not scheduled or planned. This is my best friend. Hangs out with me when I'm at the window. And, let me see where I hang out my window all the time. I get a look at this. Double bonus of bird feed on your roof is that it gets the birds to tear all the moss loose. And then, oh, hello. Yep, sure can. You swinging it? How do you get on the swing? This is how you get on the swing? Are you ready? Woo! Good job. Yeah, feed the birds and I get into it as well. Get the moss taken off for me, and then I go back with a blower later and I just blow it all clean and voila. Yep. Okay. Let's see whoever comes into the house. Stock. I love doing crafts, but as you can see, it's hard to keep space. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. One of my favorite drawing or paintings ever. Vaughn, my sister. I should have went and introduced you. She has Parkinson's and shakes really bad, and yet still managed to figure out how to do this awesome freaking piece. Love it so much. There's a young version of them youngins. Okay, let's see. Amy's dad made this years ago, and oops, sorry, made that years ago, and still this is just painful today. And this was a painting. It's one of the first times my wife and daughter, when it's been a few years back, had gone to Camp Singing went, and they did a paint gathering there. It was fun, and this is what Amy had brought back from there. Who can forget the Morton salt? My grandson's first abstract. Hi. Okay, fine. I'll leave you alone. Where's my wiggle butt? Any history fans? Yeah, it reminds me what we're thinking about and fighting for every day, doesn't it? Okay, let's see here. The Mad Lab. I love making friendship bracelets. I don't know why. It's just a thing I do. You're awkward. I don't. Oh, hey, let me look at that. That's my. Da, 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 da. This is you can see. I'll put it back there right now. Little oddball parts and systems that we use for making crazy music when we're trying to get sounds. Oh yes, can't forget Janice. She hangs like an angel, waiting to take the day. Hey Kermit. And that's, oops, sorry. That's my Huntsy clock. It's a mess. I didn't clean up very good. I'm sorry. These are things my daughters have made for me. Anna made this one. Miriam made this one. Susanna made this one. Sarah got me that one. My grandson made me a candle. And Susanna made me that. And oh no, don't look directly in its eyes. It's I won't say it. Okay, names. Let's see. I have things for this. Let's see. I probably should have thought of this. You know. Okay. Sorry about that. Here we go. I'll let you hang out for a minute. I'm here. I promise. We're working on it. This brief interlude brought to you by grandkids who rearrange for you. Well, let's see. Flip it around here. Well, there we go. That's kind of it. And maybe we can do this here. Yeah. And By golly, we might have some here. Get my hair out of my face. It was hot outside, I'm all sweated up. Okay. Yes, I do the Mr. Rogers, take off my jacket, hang it up, but I'm not putting on another sweater. It's way too hot. Really not thought a lot to show. Just wanted to introduce myself, say thank you to all the subscribers. I am absolutely flabbergasted that I even have a handful outside of my own family, and yet here I am just surrounded by the most wonderful, amazing people that you could actually ask for. And I don't know, I've been humbled by this whole trip and experience, and I started out supposed to be breadcrumbs to leave to my family. I didn't actually think people would be interested until long after I was gone. So it does mean a lot. And hearing things like my grandson today say, "Hey, I see your videos and I like them." Oh my gosh, I'm gonna melt. So yeah, brief view of the farm, a little bit about where I come from and what I do here, and so you can see some of the instrument, banjo and guitar there. Other parts here, let's see, let me spin this way. Behind that blanket there is my closet slash recording room. The clothes really actually help with dulling the sound. Gives me a clean, except for sometimes when I'm like doing the screamo, I actually put the microphone on the outside of the blanket and scream through it. Hey, you know, it works. Let's see, anything else? Drums, we have drums hidden everywhere. I don't have the drum set here. My third daughter has her drum set, and so it's not. Where's the other drum? Yeah, you can see under the. I'm embarrassed, so I got a lot of Mountain Dew boxes. I use them after I get through with them. They become storage containers for other stuff. Oh gosh, whoops. And then we use cans for planters and different art projects, and yeah. Oh, this is such a. I love some of the art on this jacket. This is all stuff my daughter drew on here. These are her paintings for me. It was a Father's Day present. But when I first met Amy, ow. Oh, wow. I am so sorry, guys. Let me get close. Let's see. There we go. This is the jacket I was wearing. Nowhere. What a long, strange trip it's been. Have a grateful day. I drew this when I was 20, I think between 21 and 23. Most of this has been put on here. Some of my favorite bands. Timothy Leary, Albert Hoffman. So yeah, when I met Amy, I had this jacket on, everything I owned in a little bag, and my guitar on my back. Past her art studio, or her dad's art studio, actually. And he had the piece that you guys saw hanging in the living room that looked like a long-necked woman. It's called Snake Charmer. Me and two other homeless kids were walking by that picture painting, and I saw the snake skin on it and was like, wow, oh my gosh. And called the other guys back over. And when they came over and they looked at it, they were like, oh, nice, But I had made so much noise getting their attention that Amy came out, and her and one of the other homeless guys got to talk, and she invited us in to show her did her dad's art, and oh, I was amazed. I was in love instantly. This guy is just an absolute genius with acrylic and build up layers. It looks like cartoon from a distance. You get closer and you start seeing the veins and just amazing work. Creative as can get out. Uses multimedia or all kinds of different things and created some of the most eye-popping candy. That was deep thought stuff, and so I was in love with that. Anyways, took it all in like that was the last time I was ever going to see it, and we all went on our way back to the mission for evening dinner. And a couple weeks later, Buddy tells me the homeless guy that he had gotten her number, and he wanted to ask her if she wanted to go to a radio event. It was a kissing contest, of course. He was he started really bad, and he knew he was going to be too nervous to try to say it properly on the phone. So he asked me to do the talking for her. So I called, and she was like, "Hell no, I ain't kissing no stranger, no fucking." Sorry. So we all met up at a coffee shop at a different day, and we got to meet her best friend, and we all hung out together, and eventually ended up getting a one-bedroom apartment. Um, I rented the closet, and one dude rented the couch, and she got the bedroom in the back, and we all became stoner-fied super friends real quick. And a few months went by, and one day, the one guy had already long gone, and it was just me, her, and her best friend now in the apartment, and uh, we made a confession about how we felt about each other. I'll save the long details of that day, but then shortly thereafter, I asked her if she would, what she would do if I packed up and left to Mexico tomorrow, and she was like, "Well, I guess I better get packing." Kind of didn't really think she was going to follow through with it, but this is just how I lived. I was going to, and so I did. And sure enough, the next night, me and her were down in El Paso. Got us a hotel, stayed for cleaned up, and enjoyed the last of civilization as we got ready to rent a bus down to the center of Mexico. And we're down there for almost 6 months, 4 months, I think, 4 to 6 months. We were down there. Came back, and she actually stayed with me. So, yeah, 30 years later, we've had 4 daughters together. Daughters are all grown now, having families of their own now. And even though the last couple of years we've been kind of working on getting to know ourselves, I guess is the way to put it. Um, Spending this time, we were always so busy being parents, we didn't spend a whole lot of time on self-care. And so now it's time for all of our self-care. And music, well, actually, Minecraft was originally, Minecraft was such a wonderful mental challenge. For one, there's nothing that you couldn't possibly do. It's got so many different variations to play in the game, but also, that repetitive motion of one block after another block after another block. I struggled with an obsessive issues of like not being able to start a project that I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish in the same set. So, if I wasn't going to be able to stay up for 4 days straight drawing that, well, not that jacket, but it was a pair of pants, it wasn't going to get drawn. And no, I didn't need drugs to stay up for 4 days straight. I was an all-natural insomniac. In fact, when that drug started becoming popular, it was like, really? Why would you want that? But anyways, I digress. Anyways, yeah, part of being a parent and learning about, or practicing with Minecraft and the like was that I started to learn how to set down a project, come back to it, start again, and keep going, and finally come up with something I really loved. And that was a kind of a game changer for the way that I started to look at my writing, look at my art, look at my music. Instead of driving myself crazy, just sitting there and plucking until I finally got it, I was able to go, hey, all right, I like where I'm at right now. I should set it to the side. I'll come back to it with fresh mind tomorrow, and I bet you it even better. And so far, it's been successful at that. As channels starting to show, the different elevations that I've gone through, which aren't really exactly about like music skill growth or any of that kind of thing. There's a reason why the older 15-minute video meditations sound the way they do. For one, it was supposed to echo how I felt inside, which was laggy, contorted, all those things. Each one of those songs or meditations represented kind of the emotions that I was going through, and I would take part of that out in building in Minecraft, and part of that out in creating sounds that I guess you could say were triggering because it didn't sound right, and so my brain had to work harder to process the soundings and to make it come into a concept. And therefore, that helped my brain to start reconnecting neurons to places that completed thoughts. And that was important for the growth, both in my Minecraft building, which probably don't look like all that much, but they were challenges for me. um, we'll keep it light. We won't talk about all the health issues and other things that got me to this point, but now you see where I exist at. I live in this room 24/7, except for when I go out in the morning, or today when I took you guys out for the grand view. The kids do most of the work on the property. My oldest has replaced the well pump a few times now. She just dug it out and saved us from another dry spell. Um, I make music because it's what I love to hear inside my head. And when I turn on the radio, I'd love to hear people that said good, positive things like what, I find uplifts my soul so much. So that's why I do it. Again, long live. I don't know who's here. I'm on my phone. I can't see crap. I'll look back through the thing here in a minute when I post it and tell everybody thank you. Not that anybody's probably actually even watching, but anyways, somebody will watch eventually, I'm sure. So, hi, aloha. I love you guys. You're doing wonderful. I appreciate the fact that you've been there doing your own thing. That has helped me to take the strength to do my own thing. And I thought I'd lost my voice completely. So when you guys showed me a way to have a voice again, it meant a lot. I love y'all. Welcome to the 100 subscribers. Welcome to the Farm of Fancy. See you on the next beat. Anybody know how you turn this thing off?